Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to It's Time to Go, a Big Brother Australia podcast. My name is Ben, and this is the interview with Evictee number 3, Mia. Make sure to listen to the interview with Jane. If you haven't already, we put that up yesterday. And coming either later today or tomorrow, because I keep changing my mind, will be the interview I did with Mike Goldman. And that one's a lot of fun as well. But right now, it's the young gun, the pocket rocket of the season. We talk all things love, romance, gossip, drama. You know the deal. I'm just saying this to sell you the show. I don't even need to do that because you're already listening. Here it is. It's Mia.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, Ben.
Hey, Mia. How you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I want to know how you're doing. You're
oh my God, I came back from Dreamworld. I got to go on some rides. I got to do the giant drop, so I'm on top of the world.
How did you go with the giant drop? Because I struggle with it now.
Oh, I loved it. I'm all about the adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
And oh my God, we were just hanging there. Jane and I were just reflecting on our experience, and then all of a sudden, it's time to go.
Exactly.
It was so fun. I loved it. It's what I needed.
I, for some reason, have been on it, like, I've forced myself to do it a couple of times, and I'm doing, like, much worse than I did when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was totally chill with it. Yeah, and now I'm like, I get off the ride and I'm still, like, shaking from adrenaline.
Oh my God, but that's what you want. That's you have like that real adrenaline rush. Like, that's why we do it, right?
I think there was, like, a girl who got off who would have been the age I was when I first came up here, and she was in tears and she was crying when it finished, and I had to, like, console her and say, it's okay, like, I hate it too.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm not afraid of heights, so yeah, it was right up my alley. Yeah.
And
to answer all your questions.
Oh, well, I mean, there's there's all sorts of things I could ask you about Dreamworld. There's all things I could ask you about your time in the house. How have things been 12 hours out? How are you doing now? How are you feeling removed from it? Are you relieved? Is there a load off? What's it feel like?
Yeah, I think I'm feeling, I'm still processing, to be honest. I think there's a lot of relief in it, knowing that I just got to, really show Australia who I am. That was the most, I was just concerned about that. Did I get to really show my personality? Because in the house, there were times when, people were kind of telling me to dial it down. And I was, worried, okay, is this going to affect how it translates on screen if I'm in my head about it? And there was definitely those moments.
Yep.
I was just wanting to make my family proud, all the communities that I represent proud, and just myself as well. I need to put myself number one too. And, I'm really proud of what I did. And, I feel like it just feels so surreal. Still processing, and yeah.
Can I just say off the back of that how brave it was of you to go up to someone that you admittedly and had told that you had a crush on them, and when they said, hey, can you tone down your personality a bit, for you to actually say, hey, no, why would I, as much as I like you, why would I do that?
I was thinking, okay, you're saying you don't even like me, so what? And now you're saying you want to change me, but you're not even interested. So I thought, why are you giving me this unsolicited advice?
Yeah.
You're saying I'm undateable to you, and now you're saying I'm undateable to other people. It was just so confusing. I was like, what do you want from me? And I'm not ever going to change myself to fit anyone's mold.
Yeah.
And it was insulting. Yeah. I think that's when I started to get the full ick.
Oh, it seemed like you did quite quickly. It seemed like you went from sort of.
It really
I was just like, wow, you went from head over heels to just oh no, that's I'm totally cool, to just if he's not interested, whatever,
Yeah, and that's the thing. There was moments where he was giving me a little bit of hope and kind of dangling the carrot, and I think he was enjoying me being interested in him.
Yep.
And that was really confusing when you're in there and your emotions are really heightened and you're feeling this strong attraction. And, it was just, my head was kind of in two places.
Yeah.
He's telling me one thing, he's doing another. It's you're fueling the flames, but then you're, throwing a bucket of water on it.
Definitely.
So, Yeah. So
Is it hard to be someone when I mean, you're one of the younger people in the house and you were someone who was going in there saying you hadn't done so far and you hadn't gone this far, and a lot of people in the house weren't open to the idea of a relationship or dating, and you were sort of going, I'm open to explore and see where things go. Was that a vulnerable position for you to put yourself in?
Oh, definitely, because I think I'm, someone who's very used to rejection and unrequited love, and I think, I really laid my heart out and wore my heart on my sleeve, and, it didn't work out, and, but I wouldn't regret the way I went about things. I think it was entertaining for people, and I think it was relatable.
Definitely.
I think we all go through that experience of, liking someone, being friend zoned, being really caught in between of trying to be friends, but then you're feeling this another way and kind of getting led on a little bit. And yeah, it was kind of like I was just sick of being a bit of collateral damage and kind of just made fun of.
It's funny because Mike Goldman actually made this point last night on the stage before the show got shut down, unfortunately. But that was that you were sort of criticized at one moment for talking on the phone to yourself, having a phony conversation with your sister. But then the three boys were the younger boys were off by themselves doing these fake podcasts by themselves, doing these imaginary podcasts together. And it did sort of have that dynamic of they were sort of causing trouble together, and it seemed like while the other girls were off, falling in love and doing this and talking shit, you were sort of just causing a bit of trouble by yourself and having fun by yourself.
Yes, I'm glad that Australia got to see that, and I think that is a big double standard with the boys. They can do their pretend podcast and they can talk all day about different things, but when I do it, have my little moment. It's oh my God, she's so crazy. Why would she do that? Oh my God, people are going to think she's undateable. Why would someone want to date a girl who pretend phone calls to her sister?
Yeah.
It was really blown out of proportion, and it was just meant to be a very humorous moment. And with Ed, he saw it as, oh my God, this is bonkers. You're going to be a 40-year-old woman who's single. And I just threw it back to him. I'm just well, you're a 30-year-old man who's single, so maybe look it in the mirror instead of, trying to criticize me.
I thought that was totally brilliant for you to just throw it back at him like that. It's hey, dude, you're what, 7? You're 7 years older. What are you talking about?
Right. And I think I really had to stand up for myself, because it was an age thing and a maturity thing. He was trying to see me as this young, 20-something-year-old that doesn't know anything about the world or love or romance or anything, and he thought he knew best. I was going to let him kind of take away my power. Yeah. Another person you had bit of an interesting dynamic with, who I spoke to last week, was Michael, who initially there was a butting of heads, and then from my understanding, when he came out, he spoke to me and he said he's one of his favorite people in there. What happened? What changed? How did you bridge the gap? Yes. Oh my God. So I heard that Mike said that about me, because in his farewell message, it seemed quite he didn't think, he wasn't really a fan of me. And hearing that, I was I gained so much respect for him. I mean, I already in the house, when I had been clashing with him, we would come back together and banter, and that was really confusing for some people. And with Alana, she kind of made me feel like I should be I don't know what's the word, but uncomfortable of how I was acting with Mike, when I really was just trying to bridge the gap. And I think we came to a really good understanding, and I'm honestly excited to see Mike again. I think that our dynamic is so interesting of we might butt heads, but we get along so well at the same time. And there's so much I think we've learnt from each other. And I think he was rooting for me.
Oh, okay, damn.
I think we were rooting for each other, to be honest. I mean, people know I didn't nominate Mike, so I really did want him to stay and have more conversations with him. I wasn't gunning for him, and he wasn't gunning for me.
Yeah.
I think maybe we got so caught up. We should have been paying attention to everyone else playing. Yeah.
One thing that I was not exactly sure on by the time you left the house was, there was a huge lightning thunderstrike just then.
Oh, wow.
That like shook the windows. Was your relationship, because there was that initial thing, I believe it was about like maybe the gender pay gap or like or Bruce talking about going back to primitive caveman days and women staying at home and things like that.
Gosh.
And I liked your approach, which is like you can't necessarily get through to everyone, so sometimes it's just best to walk away or giggle in their face. Like with Bruce, did you ever sort of get there as you did with Michael, or was it just sort of like you kept a distance from him?
It's a really hard one, actually, because I felt like, there was moments of like, oh, let's come back together, but it did still feel tense between us because, I would just approach Bruce casually just to have like a normal conversation, and he would be already very defensive and very standoffish of being like, big conversations and like, this is like a quiet time or whatever he wanted to get out. Like he was quite on edge around me. And that wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to, trying to get a reaction or trigger people in any way. It really was to just be conversational and be talking about really important issues. I mean, when you're given a wide audience, on national TV, wouldn't you want to talk about things that are affecting the world, right? Like I wasn't, I didn't come in just to do small talk. I wanted to make an impact in some way. Yeah. And the fact that it got Australia talking about
it really did.
The gender roles and the gender pay gap and women's rights. I think, oh my God, like that's incredible. I had no idea until really last night and today. I was worried actually while I was in the house leaving so soon. Oh my God, I felt like, did I have some big moments or like something that made people laugh or think about anything. So I was really proud that like there was definitely my personality did shine through, and the advocacy that I have came across, and that makes me incredibly proud. And I just feel like it's so privileged, and it's very like humbling that people were invested in me in any way.
It really did the rounds. Like it was like the news that the show that Big Brother had returned after all these years, and then the first big clip that was circulating, and like all the big political and like social commentators were reacting to this clip. Like,
oh God.
No, but you did great. You did great. You did fantastic. Be proud of yourself.
Oh God, I definitely will be proud of myself, and I think the biggest lesson is like, don't let people, walk all over you and tell you who you are. I think, I only knew these housemates for 2 weeks, but everyone thought they had me, figured out, but I was really misunderstood, and I really found it hard to be listened to. And, today talking to all these different media outlets, I feel like I've been the most listened to in the last 2 weeks. It's crazy because I'm getting the chance to actually have a voice and be listened to and not feel like I need to talk like, run through my words really quickly, and that, people aren't paying attention to me. Like, it's this really wild thing that I'm experiencing right now.
Yeah. Just quickly, because you do get to wrap up, but any surprise reactions that you've gotten coming out of the house that you've seen from the people that you know or people online, if you've seen anything yet?
Oh my gosh. I will say I haven't seen much yet.
Okay.
But I was on the Big Brother Instagram page last night, and I did look at some reels, and I did see the Mike and Bruce conversation and the edits that have been made about my feelings towards Ed, and I thought all of it was so hilarious.
Wow. Yeah.
And I couldn't believe how like authentic it was. It really fully captured
That's
those
great to hear.
conversations and those moments. So I guess, you know, the aim of the show is fully authentic and unfiltered, and I really do believe that's what's been shown. And yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Amazing. You were chill with just one last question. You were chill with the way you went out. It was a bit of a different eviction, but you're all cool with it. That's just part of the game.
Yeah, I think it's just like, you know, it's all about perspective. And, you know, I was trying to mentally prepare myself for the possibility that I would go home.
Yeah.
And there was, a part of me, you know, once Jane was called, I thought, oh my gosh, like, like so sad she's leaving, but that means I stay and I have more time.
Yes.
But sometimes you don't need more time. Sometimes it's just you're given the time you have and you make the most of that. And you take what you can and you learn from it.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's nothing else. Yeah, I would change, or I wouldn't do anything differently. I fully embraced the experience. I was myself. So yeah, I think I really did go out with a bang, and I was myself. And that's all I can be.
Mia, it was so much fun watching you. I think everyone I've spoken to and everyone in Australia had a great time watching you as well. And hopefully we see you more in some setting very soon.
Oh my God! I mean, I haven't even thought about that. But if people want me, I'm a yes girl. So I would definitely down to do that.
Incredible. Hey, thanks so much for coming on, Mia. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Talk to you then.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
See ya.
Have a good day.
Bye.
See ya.
There you go, Evictee at number 3. That is Mia. Hope you're enjoying the Big Brother television show, but also enjoying the It's Time to Go, a Big Brother Australia podcast with your boy. It's been really fun talking to the housemates so far. We've only had like 3 or 4 interviews so far, but there's been some highs, there's been some lows. I'll let you decipher. I'll let you discern what they are. No, I think I've had fun with everyone I've spoken to so far. And Mia and Jane were absolutely fantastic this week. And coming up, we got Mike Goldman, and he was amazing as well. That's going to be coming out very soon. I spoke to him in the front seat of his Tesla at the front of Dreamworld. Very last minute, very spontaneous interview. But we made it work. Make sure to, follow the Instagram and follow us on your Spotify or your Apple Podcasts and give us a rating with give us 5 stars, and, leave a really positive review saying something to the extent of, man, that Ben guy, he knows how to run an interview. He doesn't have all the experience in the world, but he just makes it seem, how does he do it? All right. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Tune into the interview with Jane, tune into the interview with Mike Goldman, and keep listening next week for whoever the hell gets kicked out next. Peace.